Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Pots, Pans, and Priscilla. Tonight I have a special treat for you guys. I have gotten messages and comments, please cook this or please cook that. Well, what I'm trying to do tonight is cook a keto and gluten-free dinner for you guys. I'm pretty sure all of these ingredients are keto friendly and gluten-free. For tonight's dinner, I'm gonna be making vegetable flank steak rolls along with asparagus wrapped in bacon. Our ingredients are gonna be bell pepper, any color of your choice, with onions, zucchini, green onion. This is the marinade that I made. I had to do that ahead of time. I marinated it for about 2 hours. And then of course I have my flank steak and then the bacon, asparagus, and feta cheese crumbles. My marinade consisted of beef broth, Worcestershire sauce, balsamic vinegar, olive oil, parsley, salt and pepper, and then special Italian herbs from Abigail's school. So you can obviously use store-bought, but they're not gonna be as good as this. So I will list all the ingredients for the marinade down below. And then like I said, I marinated for about 2 hours. So if you have more time, then that's great. But if not, that's okay. Got everything cut up. Didn't want to bore you guys with that because everybody knows, just cut things. I did want to change a couple of things. I left out the onion because I use green onion, so I didn't need those onions. And then I'm also gonna add some garlic powder to my bacon wrapped asparagus. So what you're gonna do for this asparagus is you're gonna get your cookie sheet and put your wire rack over the top of it. That way your asparagus isn't right on the bottom of the pan. And then you spray your wire rack with a little bit of Pam, not a ton. Just, you don't want it to stick too much. You take your asparagus, you roll it. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I cut the bacon in half. So you take your big strips and then you cut them in half, and then you just take it, you kind of leave a little tail so you have somewhere to tuck it. And then you just roll it down the asparagus. And just so you guys know, you're gonna put this at 400. So I've already preheated my oven. You bake it for about 15 minutes and then you turn it over. You bake it for another probably 10 minutes. And then you put the broiler on it at the very last minute. And you leave that for about 3 minutes until it's kind of like what you like. And then we'll be working on the vegetable flank steak rolls. We got them all wrapped up. Now I am going to put some olive oil. Just kind of drizzle it over the top. It doesn't have to be exact. Then you take a little bit of pepper, sprinkle that over the asparagus, just to give it a little bit of flavor. That's where I'm adding the garlic powder that I talked about. Again, not a lot, just a little bit to give you some flavor. That bacon and olive oil, man, that's gonna be good. Yum. And the final one is feta cheese crumbles. Now, if you don't like feta, that's fine. You can use any cheese, or you don't have to use cheese at all. None of this is exact. You're just kind of eyeballing everything. Just have fun with it. Cooking is supposed to be fun. You make it the way you want to make it. I never follow a recipe that I find 100%. I Priscillify it. It's my new term. Just came up with it actually. You like it? Okay. We are going to pop this in the oven. Like I said, it's on 400 and we will watch it, but it'll be about 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna have a pro tip trick for you guys. Just tenderizing some meat over here, don't worry about me. And I'm trying to make it thinner, so this is how you do that. Make sure you put saran wrap over it though, or you'll have meat flying everywhere. The nice thing about flank steak is it's gonna feed a lot of people. Like, we will have leftovers with this. So I'm gonna take this strip now and just cut it in half. And when you're laying it out, kind of pull it apart. It's gonna cook better, and then it's just gonna tenderize it that much more. That looks good. Then I'm just gonna come over here, take some vegetables, some yellow squash, my zucchini, red and yellow bell pepper. It's a pretty dish, that's for sure. Very colorful. And then a green onion or two. You take that and you roll it. So you have vegetables sticking out of both ends. You get your toothpicks out beforehand, that way you're not dumping them everywhere. Stick your toothpick in there and then it holds it together like a little package. It's a special little package. So you just keep making these roll-ups, and then your family's gonna love you and think it's a gourmet meal. And guess what? It's keto friendly and gluten free, guys. How cool is that? So this is a healthier version of Pots, Pans, and Priscilla. Thank you, thank you. Comments below on how proud you are that I did this. So I actually make this recipe before I found out about the whole keto thing, but I had to leave out the brown sugar in my marinade. But that's okay. It's still gonna be super hearty and flavorful without the brown sugar. So I feel like we're not missing out on anything. Just roll it up. Special little package. Isn't that pretty? Look at all these pretty summer colors too. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue making these rolls. We've got our asparagus going. I can hear it cooking in there. I'm gonna check it real quick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's ready to flip. If you have 2 of these, that would be ideal. What you're gonna do is spray this with the pan the same way you did the other one. Then you're gonna set it on top and flip it. And then you have them on this one now. If you don't have it, you just take tongs and flip them all over like you would normally do. Okay. There you go, just like that. And none stuck to it because you sprayed it. Now you're gonna throw it back in the oven, still on 400, for about 10 to 15 more minutes. So I got everything in the pan, ready to go. I did go ahead and add the rest of my vegetables that I had left over, might as well. Added those right to the pan, and then I poured the rest of the marinade over. And don't worry, your heat is so high that it cooks out the bacteria, so you don't have to worry about having raw meat in the marinade. A lot of people talk about, oh, don't use the marinade. You can use it, you just have to cook it. So now we are just gonna wait for everything to get ready to go. And just so you know, this is the first time we've ever cooked this inside. Asa normally grills this outside for me, but today I thought, oh, the weather's bad, might as well do it inside. So it is an inside or outside dish. I didn't have a lid for that pan, so I just threw a cookie sheet over the top of it just to keep all of those juices in, as well as help the vegetables get steamed. I thought right now would be a good time to tell a story because I'm just kind of waiting on everything to cook. It smells amazing in here. Wish we had smell-o-vision. But the Italian herbs that I talked about earlier that I used in this recipe, this is super special to me. Abigail, if you don't know from our other channel, has autism, and she goes to a special needs school just for kids on the spectrum. And the older kids, so the high schoolers, are in a vocational class, and they have a garden out back, and then Abby's class helps take these herbs and they like peel them off the stems to make herbs, and then the parents can buy them. So last week we had her performance, and afterwards they had all the vegetables that they had harvested that morning, and the kids all love doing it, and they just have a great time, and they have that sense of satisfaction. And so yeah, I thought this was super cool. This is the first time they've ever sold the herbs, and it really meant a lot to me. So there's some extra love in this dish tonight. Okay guys, this meal is ready to get plated. I am so excited. I can't wait to try it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Comment down below, is this a good keto-friendly, gluten-free meal for you? Let me know if you want more of these recipes. I would love to. I've looked at some of the keto recipes, and I think it's something that my family would enjoy, and I don't mind cooking that stuff. Meat and vegetables, that's my thing. So comment down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys. Have a great night. For tonight's menu, I'm going to be making vegetable flank steak rolls and that's not squash. Yes, it is.
Zucchini?
Oh boy.
Give him a bone or something. Jesus.
Give him a bone or
What in the world? Who lets their dog bark like that? We're trying to make YouTube magic. Nice spin.